in terms of being a man or a woman, a mom or a dad, a business owner, an employee, an employer, whatever it is, the number one thing you need to be is honest with yourself. A boyfriend, a girlfriend, a wife, a husband, whatever it is, being honest with yourself, just remembering that sentence will change your life. Because if you are honest with yourself and you ask yourself in whatever you are doing, and you be honest with yourself, then you can ask questions like, am I honestly giving my all? Am I honestly the person I want to be? Am I honestly where I want to be in my life? Am I honestly doing my best? And the important thing is to ask these questions daily, because if you don't, what's going to happen is time will pass and it'll be too late to ask these questions. Right? In a relationship, if the relationship ends, it would have been too late to ask, did I really give my all? Did I really do my best? Was I really caring for this other person? In a business, if a business fails, by the time it fails, it's too late to be honest with yourself. You can be honest with yourself after it fails, but the answers don't really help you unless you're going to start another business. And so the best thing that you can do and the way you can become the best version of yourself is just by being honest with yourself. And I mean, if out of all people, if you're going to lie, why would you lie to yourself? Because if you lie to yourself, all you are doing is sabotaging yourself. And you are really the only person you truly have. I mean, yes, you have your family and you might have your girlfriend or your wife or your husband, but at the end of the day, you only really have yourself, and you have to live with you every single day. You can never get away from yourself, right? And every time you look in the mirror, you have to look at yourself. And that's another question you can ask. When you look in the mirror, are you proud of what you see? And just be honest with yourself. Because being honest with yourself is the only way that you can create a North Star if you are not proud of yourself. If you're not happy with where you are, or what you're doing, or what the life that you basically created for yourself. And so by being honest with ourselves, I think that's the best thing that we can do. Not only for ourselves, but for people, for your children, right? For your children and for your wife, for your parents, for everybody around you. The best thing that you can do is be honest with yourself, because when you're honest with yourself, like I said earlier with the relationship advice, is that you have to truly ask yourself, am I being a good husband or being a good father? Am I being a good son? Because it's easy to look at one thing we've done, right? It's easy to be like a husband and like do dishes or mow the grass and be like, yeah, I did some good today. But that's a micro level. But when we step back and we take a look at the macro and we say, hey, am I really giving my all? Am I doing my best? Am I headed in a direction that I want to go in? Do I honestly have a plan? Do I honestly know what I'm doing? And it's okay if the answer is no. That's why you're asking these questions. That's why you're being honest with yourself. Okay, and it's important to do this daily, be honest with yourself daily. And not only just like deep, big questions, but like if you had an argument or something, before you respond. Because when we respond I've never once in my life responded with anger and thought like that was a good decision. So before you respond, instead of doing this after, before you respond, ask yourself, is what I'm about to say honestly going to help the current situation? Not help get your point across or whatever. No, it's not about you. Is it honestly going to make this relationship, or if it's a business kind of argument, is it going to make the business, but whatever it is what I'm about to say honestly going to help? Is it honestly going to head in a progressive direction? If the answer is no, you avoid it. Now I could go on and on and on a day about questions you need to ask yourself, but I just think the number one thing is be honest with yourself, because it's not very often that we stop and we look around and we just ask these questions, whether it's in business or just your life in general, relationships, that we stop and we ask, like, we just be honest with ourselves. Are we happy with where we are? Are we happy with where we're going? Are we happy with who we are with? Are we giving our best? Are we giving our all? Are we being, the person we want to be? And if you're not, be honest. Because the only way to get to where you want to be is to be honest and get those real answers. Yeah, it may hurt sometimes, but that's the start of something new. And then when you go into that new venture, you still keep asking these questions, because you still need to know, am I really giving my best? Could I do this better? And you just keep asking every day. But you have to be honest with yourself, because so many people lie. So many people lie to themselves. And the last person you want to lie to is yourself, because it not only sabotages you but it hurts everybody around you. So I just wanted to share that. It's just something that's been on my mind lately. It's been popping up, and I just kind of wanted to share it. So the best thing that you can do, the best thing that you can be, is honest with yourself. Thanks for watching.